As the SKNFA National Bank Premier League 2018-2019 season wounds down towards the Super 6 playoffs, 4 teams picked up crucial wins on the weekend. On Sunday night at the Warner Park, defending champions Rams Village Superstars fended off Atiba Harry St. Peter's 2-0. Kimari Rogers and Kimari Robin were the goal scorers for Village in the 72nd and 90th minutes, respectively. Coach Stephen Clark of Village said he had to make some adjustments in the second half as his players were making too many errors in the first half. In the second of Sunday's triple header at the Warner Park, Flow 4GK and Rockets edged Fastcast Saddlers 1-0. Vince Roy Nelson scored the lone goal for Keon in the 20th minute. Assistant coach of Keon, Jasper Buchanan, said this result is a sign that Keon's form is improving at the right time.
Like I said, we were struggling from the first round and the second round. We begin to patch a lot of things that didn't work in for us. We begin to have a lot of the senior guys them start to come back. A lot of not so much injury as how we used to have it before, that we can't get back a starting 11 and making so many changes. The win tonight, I think we're positive. We're positive from me, as the assistant coach, and for the coach, we okay with it. That is a step that we're willing to get more points, so make sure that you fast yourself into the 6.
Meanwhile, Saddlers captain Junique Eddy said his players gave it their best shot, but were just unable to find a positive result.
We had an unfortunate situation in the first half where the keeper made a brilliant save and he tried to make a double save, but it was a 50-50 challenge, and the attacker for Keon was able to tap it in, and from there it was an even match. We had a lot of chances, and unfortunately we weren't able to put at least one to get back on the score sheet and to ultimately get something out of the game.
Saddlers are tied on points with St. Peter's for the 6th and final playoff spot, but are ahead on goal difference. Also on Sunday, Esgrave Newtown United drubbed Mantab 5-1. Orlando Mitchum scored in the 45th minute for Newtown, Dejon Isaac scoring 2 goals in the 50th and 84th minutes, and Rams Village Superstars Loney Devon Elliott scoring 2 goals in the 80th and 89th minutes. Sylvester Alexander once again came to the rescue for Mantab, scoring a consolation goal in the 14th minute. On Saturday, Saul Island Auto Supplies Connery FC defeated KFC Old Road Jets 1-0. Kadeen Lewis scored in the 87th minute. And finally, Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs defeated SL Horswood St. Paul's 2-0. Giovanni Lake scored both goals for Spurs in the 55th and 62nd minutes. Coach of Spurs, who was also former coach for St. Paul's, Austin Huggins, said the adjustments he made at halftime produced the right results after both teams ended the first half 0-0.
During the first half, we created a lot of opportunities. We didn't capitalize. So after the interval, we came into the dressing room and we talked about the chances that went a begging, and we tried to get them more focused and to get them in the frame of mind to get the ball in the back of the net.
St. Paul's player Kendall Liebert said his teammates need to play better, as this is the second successive 2-0 loss in the Premier League for St. Paul's.
I think there's some individual plays going on the game. Actually, I mean, we were down 2 goals, and in the last 20 minutes we had some easy crossing, easy tapping for the striker or the midfielder running in. So we have some players who are still playing selfish, and we need to get them to be playing in one team, because it's one team, one dream, and if we ain't playing in that, then we would be losing game all the time. That's simple. It's a team game. So I think that is what cost us the game tonight.
Football action continues this week with Division 1 Final 4 playoffs on Tuesday and FA Cup semi-finals on Wednesday at the Warner Park, with the games beginning at 5 p.m. Tuesday and 6 p.m. on Wednesday.